Hello and welcome to this episode of Backyard Fitness and Stuff. I'm your host Wyatt, WN, YouTube rapper, YouTube reactor, cosplay nerd, overall nerd. This is my variety channel, that me. So, my good friend Ryan is involved with this channel called Ink Tank. They also have a comic called 5 Years Later. I don't know too much about Ben 10. You know, everybody has their different sections of nerdom. Well, I would say Ben 10 is probably one of my weaker ones I know of, but not a whole lot. That's where these videos that they make come in handy, because this is like my Sunday morning cartoons. The last time I did one of these, it was their Ben 10 Humongosaurs, Homeworld, and Beyond. This is an and Beyond series that they're doing, and this is probably going to be one of the main things I follow because it's just done so well. I'm super proud of my buddy. I'm learning Ben 10 stuff. Before I learned about Humongosaur and his homeworld, and now I'm learning about Swampfire's homeworld. So let's learn something. I like learning, especially about different areas of nerdom that I can become stronger in. Oh wait, let me make sure it's coming through the headphones. I'm real bad about that. All right. Oh, see, it definitely would not have been coming through the headphones. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right. Oh, nice. Yeah, let them know. Yes. Ryan on my Snapchat, he did some shout outs. I was like, yeah, do it. That was a cool way of doing that.
The following information is canon to 5 Years Later and was put together to help establish a solid world build for the series and its universes. We hope you enjoy.
I'm sure I will. That was Ryan, by the way. Sunday morning cartoons.
Good evening, extranet and multi-dimensional travelers. Welcome back to And Beyond, where we plunge into the void and explore our ever-expanding multiverse.
Love
I
it.
am your host, the R300, Orion IT Systems Model
Orion,
V04.
we talked about
You
this.
can call me Horus. Today we'll be continuing our series of extraterrestrial exploration on the pungent planet of Methanos. Please keep all appendages inside the portal at all times, and please refrain from stopping to smell the roses. I am not equipped with barf bags.
Why do the roses smell like that? Love it. This is so good. Looks so professional. Looks so professional!
Methanos, one of the most toxic planets in its system. On the surface appears to be nothing but a series of swamp and marshlands thanks to an overabundance of liquid methane perforated
I was gonna say, is it methane?
crust from countless underground deposits. Methane is constantly evaporated and mixed into the air, creating a thick, warm, and muggy atmosphere, being a whopping 52% methane, making it unbreathable for most carbon-based
So
life.
Pasadena.
But that doesn't mean that life hasn't found a way.
Like Pasadena. If you're from
The
Texas,
planet
that's
has a
funny.
various array of sentient flora, most of which are cannibalistic. And through this cycle of vicious vegetarians, there are two in particular that have grown to be the dominant inhabitants.
Okay.
The first of which are the Methanosians, bipedal stock-based plant creatures standing between 6 and 9 feet, evolving from various carnivorous plants found
Between
commonly
6
around
and
the
9
planet.
feet, I could be one.
Methanosians come with an array of petal patterns, colors, and abilities. As a result of growing in such a saturated environment, their bodies are soaked in methane and have learned to generate it. As they age, they
Ooh.
learn how to pool the methane to various pores in their bodies and ignite it, giving them the ability to create fire.
Ah.
Of course, on a planet full of methane-soaked plants, fire creates many, many accidents.
Gotcha.
But not to worry, because they also come equipped with a quick form of regeneration, so quick that they can actually reattach severed limbs.
Useful powers.
The
Sorry, I
lifespan
blew
of
myself
common
up.
methanosian is about 300 Earth years, though much of its growth will take place in the first 18th of that time. All times. Toward the
Okay.
end of their life cycles, the roots and vines that make up their bodies will start to harden and become stiff like wood. They can
Oh,
still
man.
move, just much slower. Over time, needing to root themselves to the ground to stay upright. Most methanosian
Reminds me of Lord of
villages
the
will have
Rings.
clusters of large dead trees acting as a barrier. It is said that these trees are the elderly that have passed away, keeping watch over the younger generations, making sure not to wander into the bogs.
Grandpa. That's Grandpa Methanosian. Grampanosian.
Thanks to their biological advantages, the Methanosians have no established predator and have claimed the world for their own. In fact, they themselves feed on
Good for
various
them.
less fortunate flora that can't live the same unrooted lifestyle.
Oh.
Instead of building homes, they will use their pyro abilities to make clearings in the tree lines.
Alright. Clear out a
They
little
may
way
remove
here.
themselves for the night so they can absorb as much direct sunlight as possible when the sun rises. They spend their days hunting, but they're not going after any old branch or leaves. The sentient flora of Methanos possess a special form of chlorophyll called xylophyll. This is
Okay.
what makes them sentient and differs them from any other trees or weeds in their biome. However, most of these species are not intelligent like the Methanosians, being more associated with wild animals. Methanosians go after sentient flora because the more xylophyll they consume, the faster they grow. And, despite the smell, it's apparently delicious. To them, the only thing tastier than a roasted vine per peregrine is a local delicacy they call the xyle fruit. A large round fruit filled to the brim with xylophyll. They are extremely hard to find, but when found, are no trouble to acquire because there is nothing to hunt. They appear randomly, and most Methanosians never question.
Just like a
They're
video
so
game?
happy when
You
they
just happen to
fruit,
find it?
most consume
Oh,
it in one bite.
HP, all the way up.
As for the origin of the fruit, we'll have to visit the home of the only other intelligent species on Methanos, the Zolbogs.
Ah, alright. Let's see what you're up to, Zolbogs. Alright. Oh, yeah. I love that.
Welcome to the Zolbogs, home of the Zolbrine. An evolved form of pond scum varying in size, the Zolbrine are made up
That
of a
thing.
series of
That
porous
thing's
organs
ugly.
that generate methyl
You did a good
algae.
job drawing that,
The bulbous
Ryan.
organs located throughout their body are the powerhouse of their algae generation. Without them, the Zolbrine are hopelessly stuck in their bogs due to their water dependency. They use the algae to create host bodies that they can manipulate into different forms and shapes. With these saturated host bodies, they keep themselves hydrated for hours, giving them ample time out of water to find prey. Because,
okay.
like the Methanosians, the Zolbrines are hunters, bringing any and all prey they find back to their boiling bog, where it is promptly drowned to death and left stewing until sunset. At night, the Zolbrine shed their hosts and return to the bog, where they spend hours absorbing the nutrients from
It's
their
a
prey.
monster eat
Stewing the prey
monster
in liquid
world out
methane
here.
For hours results in a pure liquid form of xylophyll. Xylophyll, when digested by the Zolbrine, create the secretion that makes up the algae organs. So, no food, no algae. Their fear of starvation has even pushed them to hunting bigger game. There have been multiple recorded events of Zolbrine capturing young Methanosians and holding them captive for months at a time, using their regenerative abilities as a solid source of nutrients for the bog. Not many are known to have escaped.
This is very much like a Ben 10 documentary about a planet, and I love it. Also, excellent music choice.
Thanks to their methane-soaked cells, they also have an array of abilities.
Actually, pause. Subtle, like when it comes to the music bit, it's subtle, but brings you into the next chapter of what you're talking about. It's really nice. 3, 2, 1.
Manipulate their host bodies at will, stretching and squashing, as well as expanding their mass, making them larger. They're also able to remove the bulbous organs from their bodies and use them as a natural bomb. When removed, the thick, sticky membrane of the organ can adhere and merge into objects, and after a short amount of time, detonate.
Oh, man.
The Zolbrine must be careful, though. The less organs they have, the less algae they can generate, resulting in less time for their host. A situation like this is deadly for a Zolbrine, so many know not to use this ability unless absolutely necessary.
Okay. Like a
In
last-ditch
most
effort.
cases, when the groups go out to hunt, if one of them is falling behind because their host is deteriorating, they will leave them behind, so that the rest aren't slowed down, returning to the water
Dang.
themselves. Those unlucky enough to lose their host will start to rapidly dehydrate, resulting in death in a matter of minutes.
Water
When
needed.
dehydrated, the algae organ will shrivel and its membrane will thicken into a dark red skin as a result of the raw xylophyll being exposed to the air. The Zolbrine's body will have withered away about an hour after dehydration. Unfortunate for him, but very fortunate for a wandering, hungry Methanosian.
I was just about
and
to
thus
ask.
is the origin of the Xyl fruit.
Ah. Wow. So it's just like the dead carcass. There's a
A
carcass
world of
fruit.
vicious vegetarians indeed. You could say they both got their just desserts. Methanos. a
It's
tough
said
world to live in
applause.
for sure. But thankfully, we were just visiting. Make sure to plunge back into the void sometime and join me on another extra-dimensional exploration. This is Horace, signing out.
Oh, careful. You're freaking me out, Ryan. To be continued. Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We
All the
hope
way
that
to
this
the
series
end.
helps clear up a lot of questions about the 5 Years Later universe and fills in the lore gaps of some of your favorite series. If you'd like to talk to fellow fans, we have our Discord down there as well. Make sure you like this video if you'd like to see more content like this. And if there are any other planet, species, or dimension you'd like to see in a video, let us know in the comments down below. And we'd like to give a special thanks to our incredible Patreons. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to do projects like this. If you'd like to support us, you can join us on our Patreon down below and get weekly updates for as low as $1 a month.
So
and
good,
see
Ryan.
stuff way before anyone else. Until next time, I'm surviving. Are you? Peace.
Hey, we all surviving out here. We trying to survive. Man. Thank you for my Sunday morning cartoons. If you liked it, leave a like. If you disliked it, you're wrong. Leave a dislike. And we can talk about it in the comments down below. You can talk to me. Ryan will probably be here. And then be sure to go to their channel, check them out, Ink Tank, and you can talk to them and get your nerd on. So, until next time, backyard fitness and stuff.